Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena. So, I've been gone a little while. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I've been quite ill. So, I'm still not completely better, but I'm gonna probably record this video anyway, and if I start coughing and snizzling, then I'll just edit it out. So, this might be an aggressively edited video, but I thought I might as well try and get this video out for you guys as well. So if you see any dodgy edits, it's because I'm trying to cut out coughing and sneezing and wheezing and things like that. So without further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? And I'll see you there. Okay, 3 buddy lands. Slowest hand of all time. We are on the draw, so if we get like any basic land, then we can do any of these turn 2 plays. I'm just going to take it. Just hope our opponent is equally slow. So I've done a little tiny bit of grinding when I've been off camera. So hopefully we get more of a competitive list from our opponent, but as you all know, the format is still early. There aren't really any competitive decks at the moment. So, best of what we can get. Red-white is going to be an interesting matchup, because we're not really built to beat it all that much in game 1. Ooh, dumping a seal away. Not as aggressive as I thought. Okay, so we got Forest down. Let's go search for his canter. It's going to set up our draws real nice. If our opponent's playing slow enough to do what they're doing right now, then that's pretty good. I'm going to graveyard that. We've already got 2 lands in hand. And I'm going to play Sulphur Falls for Sinister Sabotage. Anticipate if we don't need it. War Leader going to the Shadow Realm. See you later. Land into the graveyard, please. Got enough. As long as we're hitting our land drops just fine, there's not much of a problem there. Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go with the Root to ramp us up, thin our deck, hopefully increase the odds of hitting Thousand Year Storm, which would be nice round about now. Experimental Frenzy. Got a deck built already with this card in mind. Okay, graveyard that. Hit another Lightning Strike. Okay. So, land drop for the turn, and then pass. Can't really counter anything, but I suppose if we Chemist's Insight into a Sinister Sabotage, then that's probably what we're going to try and do. So, Tormenting Voice off the top. Bit of a number. Discard a card from your hand that you can't play to draw 2 cards that you can't play. I don't think my opponents really read this card when they put Tormenting Voice in their list. It's a fun deck. A fun card in a deck that doesn't really draw cards. Okay. 1 Vampire Boy coming in. Alright, let's Chemist's Insight, draw 2 cards. Hit loads of lands. Anticipate, look for Thousand Year Storm. That's a tough one. I think I want to take Sabotage to interact with my opponent, but I also kind of like Root just so I can ramp. I think we'll take Sabotage though, because we can actually Sabotage Insight on the same turn. 7 cards in our graveyard, so we get to transform Search, which puts us in a solid position now. Because now we can just pass, use Ascanter to dig for Thousand Year Storm or whatever pieces we need, like Brass's Bounty. And we can also hold up counters and card draw as well. So, take our 1 damage beats. Anything that's like 3 power or less as well is just going to get lightning struck, most likely. seals away to get it off the top of his deck. I think my opponent will be cracking Experimental Frenzy pretty soon. Gets the land off the top. Because I don't think it's actually done them a single bit of good so far. Oh god, my throat is on fire. Dump the land, draw 2 cards, and then we'll as Canter. If we don't find what we need, which we didn't, more lands. Wow, okay, well, we'll take the counter. Obviously not what I wanted. 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we can do Steam Vents tapped. Because we can anticipate Sabotage and as Canter in the same turn. Which is pretty nice. Motivator. Yep, that's fine. Divine Visitation. I feel like that has to go. That has to be a mistake to let that resolve. I don't really know, other than Legion's Landing, how my opponent uses it, but it's still pretty grim. I'm going to bin that, because we're going to be as cantering and anticipating and things like that. We can sabotage into sabotage. Mission briefing into mission briefing, sorry. No blocks. And as Canter. And there's Thousand Year Storm. We'll use the Anticipate as well to get Brass's Bounty. Okay, so Thousand Year Storm. Hang on, let me do this myself. Salmon's not up. 4, 5, 6. That way I can counter or even as Canter, depending on how I feel during any given time. And I think as long as we get card draw off the top at some point, we just win. If my opponent can't deal with the storm. Yeah, still early meta game it seems. Yeah, I'll take 3. I'm not dead to it. If I'm not dead to it, I don't care. And I think my opponent realizes that they are dead. Because now they're expending pretty interesting stuff. I suspect they'll go back to the drawing board and cut these. If they don't, then they're making a grim mistake. Goes to combat, takes us to 13. They have nothing left to do. So let's oust Canter for a Lightning Strike. We might just be able to chain Lightning Strikes and kill our opponent just with the 4 alone. Like Lightning Strike, Brass's Bounty, Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike. I think should do it. So Lightning Strike, Brass's Bounty for all the treasures. And then this is 9. Yeah, it's plenty enough. Take it to 10, and then this is lethal. Boop. Sweet. I wonder how well our opponent would have done without Experimental Frenzy. That this should have cracked a long time ago. Okay. It seems like Fiery Cannonade is a card that would get some value here. We saw a lot of 1/1s, so I might bring in a couple of copies of that. We saw Sealaways, which are dead. Divine Visitations, which I don't really care about all that much. Tormenting Voices, which I don't mind. I don't really know what my opponent's doing all that much, so the only thing I know is that Fiery Cannonade has targets, so I'm just going to bring that in. What do we go down? 1 Root, 1 Anticipate. Try like that. Yeah, seems good. Okay. Zero Lander. I think we all know what we're doing with this one. Throwing it in the trash. And this one's got a Fiery Cannonade, but no blue mana for the sabotages. We're on the draw, we have a Scry. I think I'll take it just because I know that Cannonade is going to hit a lot of stuff. Bottom that. Anything less than ramp and blue mana isn't good enough. Okay, land. We keep on hitting mountains, so Magic God's frowning upon us this day. I mean, the game's basically telling me I should have mulliganed again. Legion Warboss. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're going to Fiery Cannonade next turn, leave him with a 1/1 though. Blue mana, jeez. Just in time. Oh, I keep forgetting that's instant speed. Yeah, I should have totally done that on their turn. Because now if they play any 2-drop... Yeah, that was a big, massive punt. Could have dealt with this board state. And now the blue starts flowing. This is going to be a game loss though because of the punt. That is a lot of damage. Yeah. Counter on the vampire. I don't know if I could have won this one anyway. Judging by my draws. There's no follow-up. He'd have been left with a vampire and then heroic reinforcements. Oh my god. Something good, please. Mission briefing is really good, actually. That is a Fiery Cannonade. Once more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dead to any burn spell. It's actually 8. Because of the Mentor. Yeah, any burn spell here kills us. But maybe we get to clean up. Legion Warboss. 1 more spell, please. Tap out. Alright, let those triggers resolve. And then mission briefing. Another Cannonade. I'm going to keep that on top because we're probably going to need it. And then I'm going to cast this Cannonade from the graveyard to wipe the board. Clean up the mess that I made. We should not be at 1 though, so if we get burnt out, we know why. Oops, indeed. Leonin War Leader is getting countered. Because I cannot Cannonade the War Leader. And yeah, I'm going to keep mission briefing. Yet again, it's another Cannonade. Okay, pass the turn. We may have stabilized. I have a counter for anything that Cannonade cannot hit. Maybe I Chemist's Insight, discard Cannonade, I don't know. I kind of really need to draw a card. But I like all of these cards all the same. I'm going to pass. Just hope I get something nice off the top, which that's kind of nice. Now that allows me to Cannonade or Sabotage while also ramping, thinning our deck. And it looks like just a nice little pass for us. Search for a Canter, very nice. Pass the turn. How many cards? 5. I could mission briefing to flip Search for a Canter. Legion Warboss. If I let that resolve, I have to use Cannonade. I think that's fine, because that takes me to 6, and then I can mill with Search. So, wipe the board. So if I mill with Search for a Canter here, then I flip it. That's millable. Transform. And another route. Okay, I'll play another route. So we get 1 Guildgate and more blue. We need all the blue we can get. And I like where we're at now. Heroic Reinforcements. Meet Sinister Sabotage. Sadly, not enough mana for Search for a Canter. 1 mana short on that one. Okay, something good. It's a land. At least that's something I can Chemist as Insight, and I think I will. Do that main phase just to see what I can get. There's plenty of stuff that I want to play on my turn, is the thing. Okay. Divine Visitation. Just thought, actually, with Legion Warboss, that's pretty nasty. Wonder if the token comes in attacking, since that's part of the rule. The replacement effect is that it's just a 4/4. Let's ask Canter. Take mission briefing? I can't counter a mission briefing. I think maybe I take Chemist's Insight. I also like Brass's Bounty though. Yeah, let's take Bounty. I need it to combo, and I need to be doing that very soon. So let this go. We can always Lightning Strike a Warboss. 3 mana or anything that I want to do? Nah. There's 1,000 Year Storm. Okay, so 1,000 Year Storm. Set up to win next turn. So he has to be able to deal 1 damage to us here. Can he do that? Tormenting Voice. Makes a land drop. We can ask Canter, but we risk dying in response. Though we hold open a counter spell, so maybe he doesn't even try. Brass's Bounty is what I need. Yeah. Okay, that's about as the best option that we could find here. Sulphur Falls. Okay, so we can go Brass's Bounty, Brass's Bounty. $14 treasures. I could even Canter before it accidentally taps that out. Yeah, Root Snare. Nothing much to be impressed by there. Okay, so let's just get ourselves some more treasures. Up that storm count. Then mission briefing can go grab a hell of a lot of tokens. 38 treasures. Let's get blue, blue. And then grab all of our lightning strikes and things like that. So, lightning strike into the graveyard. Target lightning strike. all of that into the graveyard. You very rarely want to put anything back on top unless you're afraid of dying. Let's get mission briefing so we can keep chaining it. Yeah, if you're going to mill yourself, then you do it. But other than that, let's just get... That lightning strike's the one we've targeted. It's the one problem with this one. Let's get a counter spell. Okay, and then let's lightning strike our opponent to put it into the graveyard. Okay, from 25 down to 13. Let's root snare, because we can. Because I'm not in the mood to do the math on whether or not I've got 13 damage worth of lightning strikes. I know that I do after I do this, so that's why I'm doing it. And then lightning strike. Alright, well, game 1 wasn't too amazing. They lost to their own deck, really, but this one got awfully close, I can tell you that much. It looked like I did need to root snare there. So it's lucky that I did. And that was a little bit, what's the word? Scared of my own misplays. But there you go. One pretty major misplay took us to 1 life. I think we'd have been a lot higher than we were, and maybe we'd have been a little bit more greedier if I was at a higher life total, which could have cost us the game. I don't know. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm going to go back to not speaking, and hopefully by tomorrow my voice will be completely restored. Because I do want to do some sealed, and I do want to finish off this deck series as well for you guys. But of course, I can't really speak for an extended period of time without choking on myself. It's that's a really weird way to say that. I take that back. But yes, I'm my throat feels like it's covered in sandpaper right now, so I'm going to stop speaking. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. You'll get notifications when a 3rd video of this deck goes live. Try to get the best matches that I possibly can with this deck during that time. But yes, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.